Kicking It Retro with another Flipping It Retro video. Today we have a 3DS. A nice and awesome 3DS. So, I will admit that I have already done some work on this. Before I wanted to make the video, I checked it out. I said, this looks like an easy fix, let me do it and just get it over with, because it was, for the most part. So what was happening, I was turning it on, and it would come on, but every time we would select an application, whether it was settings or something else, it would say, hey, an error had occurred. But now it's okay. It's working, and we got it fixed. And how I did that was I just reattached the Wi-Fi board on the motherboard, and I'm gonna open it up because I have to do something else to it anyway to show you that. Basically, I opened it up. The Wi-Fi board was loose. I put it back on, turned it on, and it started working again. But if you can't see, if I tap over here on this side of the board, it's a little off. So the touch screen is going on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but if I touch on this side of the screen, right here, the calibration is off. And I've tried calibrating it and it doesn't work, so I ordered a touch screen. And we're going to replace that today. So we got to turn it off. And it sucks because it's on a small part of the screen. I'm like, God damn it! Good thing is the touchscreen was only like $5, so. And I bought this, I'm going to guess, for $30 to $35. It's been a while since I bought it, so I don't remember. I will put the listing up on the screen, though, so you can see. Okay, so let's get to it. First thing we got to do is remove this back cover. It's missing the back cover of the screw. That one screw was stripped, so I had to remove it when I did the last time. It sucks. It's going to kind of devalue it a little bit, but not as much as you would think. Trying to do it with a screwdriver. The screwdriver I used before is, man, let's do it with the other one. Weird. I know I had a perfectly good one to use. Here we go. I think this one will work. A whole bunch of heads. Perfect. Alright, so we just take those 4 screws out, pop the cover off, and you see the battery compartment. Let's try and get this shaved off so it closes better next time. Seriously, because that popping up like that was bugging the hell out of me. Just a little bit of reformation. It breaks some of the plastic off, so be it. Not a big deal. Just one screw. I have come across 2 3DSs in my travels. I've repaired a few of these that have had the same issue with the stripped screw on the back, and it doesn't appear that anybody was in it. So I don't know what that's about. So, okay. Back here, we took the battery out, as you just saw me do. There are screw holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little screws. So we got to take out there. And then there's one up top too. So it's 11 total screws. The other one's right here. It's a silver one. These are all black. At least on this one. They might be different color on yours. So, now I'm going to admit to you right now, this is the first time I'm replacing a touchscreen on a 3DS. I've done it on a DS Lite. And I did not like doing it, I'll tell you that much. It's a pain in the butt. These screens are layered. It's not just like replacing the whole screen. You gotta take off the touch screen. I mean, I suppose I could have bought the whole screen together and done it that way, but honestly, don't want to. I'm gonna do it this way, the cheapest way possible, damn it, to get my most money out of it. So, because if I bought this for $35, I put $5 into it. That's $40. I could probably sell it for $80, even without a charger. So, okay, I think that's all except for the little silver one. Right? Yeah. Careful with that little silver one, man. That sucker does not stay where it's supposed to. Okay, so it should come off pretty easily. And you'll notice it's connected to the back cover here. Just pop these off. Don't do it too hard, because those cables are they'll rip easily. So be careful what you're doing there. You almost got caught in there and ripped it. Okay, so the fun part, not really, but the fun part. So, like I said, the Wi-Fi card was popped off when I opened it the first time, and this thing right here, it pops right off very easily. You see how I barely even pulled it up when it came up. So, I mean, I gotta take it off anyway, so I'm showing you that. It was just laying loose like this. I popped it back on, and the error of, I don't remember the name of the error, but it was basically anytime I opened an app, no matter what it was, it would throw an error. I popped this back on just like this. Voila, it started working again. I was hoping that was the end of my issues. Of course, that was not the end of my issues. But, hey, if everything was easy in life, you know? Okay, so we got some more screws to take out. It looks like I've never gone this far on a 3DS. Ooh, we're going farther than we ever have before, baby. Alright, so I'm guessing I gotta take this off. Makes sense, right? This is the thumbstick, I believe. I don't think I have to detach the ribbon. Let's see how it comes up like that. The volume slider. The volume slider thing. Okay, so it's not coming up that easy, so we're going to work around it. I'll take off the screws for the SD card, maybe? Or that are near the SD card. I don't think the SD card has to come off. Don't believe so, at least. Oh, I guess it does. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Either way, we're just going to start removing screws because I have no idea how to fucking remove this. I should have watched a YouTube video or something, right? Okay, so I undid that. That was pretty easy to undo. I don't know if I like that. Wait, well, what is that? Well, that's not attaching to something. That's just to keep it down in. I have no idea what that is. I can keep that there, I guess. Keep that there, too. Okay, let's take out these screws. Even smaller ones, man. They like these small-ass screws, dude. I have a feeling I'm going to be losing some screws. Bad enough I got some loose already. Alright, that was a bad joke, I know. Okay. We're getting there. I don't know what's holding me back, but we're getting there. So I'm going to detach these cables because I know these have to come out for the board to come up. And these cables were I've taken these cables out before. Not on this one, but another one. And they are a pain in the ass to put back in if you don't have the board moving. But luckily, the board will be moving. Just because. Okay, so those are the ones we need to right now. Okay, it looks like there's cables under here that I need to get to. I don't want to ruin anything here. Man, you are witnessing some death-defying stunts right now by me. I'm not usually this brave taking shit apart, but it is what it is. Alright, so that's... That's gonna be a pain in the ass, huh? Alright. What have we got holding this board down? Feels like we got other screws and shit holding this shit down. You know? I mean, I'm pulling right now. And it feels like there's shit holding it down over here. Definitely that stick. I wouldn't know how to remove that. That bugs me. Okay, so I have to just use a little force here, I guess. That's what they're telling me on this one. It comes, pops right off. Just can't be afraid to pop it up, I guess. And there it goes. Okay. Alrighty then. And as well as this one, but I just gotta what I gotta do is get this. There we go. There we go. We can heat that up and fix that later. This is sticky down to here, that was why. That comes right off. It's the SD card slot. And there's another screw right here, along with a couple more wire attachments. I hate these fucking things. Alright, so it appears we've got everything off. Look at this. There's a lot of shit, man. I hope I remember all that shit goes. We've loosened the board up a lot. We're good up to right about there. There's more screw. Right there. There we go. And wadi-da. That's just about as far as I'm going to take it. I'm not going to do this one or this or anything else. We're just going to take these. Oh, wait. One more. Those fucking things. Okay. Good for me. Well, I can fucking put that back together, boy. Woo! So the screen is in there. We gotta detach. This is fun. We have to detach this front part. You see the blue thing here? There's 3 layers. You got this layer, which is the one we have to attach, and there's the one behind it and the one behind it. That's why there's 3 different wires. So this one, the one that's attached to this wire, is the layer we have to separate. I'm going to attempt that. Well, actually, I can just go like that. There we go. Okay. So there's the screen. Probably should have bought it all in one, but what the fuck. We have to take off the border. And then the screen right behind the border. That's the touch screen. And then replace it with... Where the hell is it? With this one. Which I ordered. It's right here. Hopefully it's the right one. I'll be pissed. Looks good. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Looks like we got a good border here. Looks good to me. Alright, so let's work on getting the border off here. Oh, wow, that was pretty fucking easy. I don't know if I like that. And then separating this. Wow, again, pretty fucking easy. Yeah, there's some sticky stuff that I should probably leave behind. I should most definitely leave the sticky stuff behind. I apologize if the view isn't the greatest, but there's this black thing right here. It's just really like sticky tape. And I'm taking it off here. I'm going to put it on here. I think this is the way it's supposed to go. Gotta get rid of those fingerprints on the screen too before we do anything. So that's no good. I wouldn't say you should put this perfect like it was before. It's just, you know, so the screen attaches well. Alright, I think that's good. As long as this doesn't have sticky tape on it already, it looks like it does, motherfucker. Oh well. It does. So I can just take off all that shit. Motherfucker, that's awesome. That's pretty cool, actually. Just take off this sticky tape, because this already comes with it. Maybe I'll put a link to the people who I got it from, because there were some on there that said, oh, it may not come with sticky tape. This one did not say that. Alright, I'm not going to do that. First, I have to I know. I really shouldn't clean it this way, right? But I'm not going to be a stickler about this. I'm really not. It's not going to show up that much. Alright. So, there we go. It's got another round of stickiness on the other side, I believe, for the border, which is awesome. Imagine you have to line this up pretty good too. Now before I put anything else back on, I want to make sure this fits in. Yeah. And fits in well. If it doesn't, I mean, we gotta move shit around. It fits. It most certainly fits. So we did it pretty good. I'm gonna take this part off, hopefully. That is not sticky though. That is too bad. But show must go on, right? Alright, we're going to open this up just to make sure that it's in right and it looks right. It does. Fucking looks beautiful. Wow, that is amazing for me. For me, that's amazing. That it went so well. It probably means the rest of this won't. I'm just saying, this is the way my life goes, buddy. Alright, so, that being said, there are some cables over here I want to put in first. Why, you say? Well, because just like that, buddy. Alright, see, I know what I'm doing, hopefully. Woo! Good thing I have technical expertise on my side, boy. This way. I would angle it for the camera, but I'm not gonna, because this is kind of tedious. You just gotta lift the board up. I've done this before. Poke it in, hold it with a finger, poke it in some more. Make sure you get it on this side. It's in there, which is half the battle. Pretty sure I'm good there now. I'm not cockeyed. That's what causes some of the issues we see on screens. There we go. That was probably the easiest I've gotten that in there. And it was because this board was loose. Okay? So, there's something to be said for that. Alright, now we got to make sure all these wires come up on the other side. this, this. That goes over there. Okay. Now we can start reattaching wires, I believe. Why not? Right? Doesn't hurt. These ribbon cable wires is what I'm talking about. I say wires just because that's what I'm used to saying. They're really ribbon cables. I know. Oh, come on. I'm going to have difficulty with this one. That would figure. Trade one for the other. I would definitely trade the difficulty for this one for the other one. Alright. There we go. Not so stubborn anymore. Okay. That is from that. That is from that. Just trying to remember where all this shit goes to, and that's from that. So that is good. I'm gonna put this fucking thing back in. Looking at me like I'm fucking crazy here. Well, you know this is the way it fucking went in, you jerk. Alright. Pretty sure. There we go. That's the way I want. Okay. That's the way it goes. Just like that. And this sucker. Fits in just like that. That, my friend, was also almost perfect. I'm getting scared. When shit falls into place like this for me, it's usually not a good sign. It's almost like this isn't going to work when I turn it back on. Let's screw that down. Let's have the board screwed down a little bit. Oh, anything else I really need to put down before I go to whack here? Maybe I should put this in. Yeah. I'll put this in. Just to shore up the other side. Okay, first I have to flip up this. Now there are ribbon cable things you gotta flip up. If you don't know what you're doing, watch somebody else's video, because I will not have a good there will not be a good view of how I am flipping up these things for the ribbon cables. There are some that flip up backwards. Pretty much the ones on the smaller cables flip up backwards. Yes, you need to know this. Because, why? Well, because if you flip it up the other way, you're going to break it. You're not going to be able to do it. They're very fragile, and you should not be flipping them up the wrong way. Hope that put in. We're going to flip this over. Test out the stick just to make sure. Yeah, it's working. Okay, that's good. So far, so good, man. I'm impressed with myself semi-much. We're going to try this other little cables because they're a pain in the ass to put in. Doesn't look like I'll have to resolder that. That should be good. Alright. Man. I am highly impressed with myself. We'll put the ones that are on the board back on. This works, guys. I turned a $35, $40 3DS into an $80 3DS, maybe 80. It's got a little color damage, like some of the color was flaking off on the back hinge, but I don't think that'll be much of a worry. Most of the guys who have been buying these things off me have been game shop owners, which is fine. I make my money, you know what I'm saying? If I can double my money, I'm good. Even though this video took me for a while, it just happens to be the way shit goes. Okay, so I've put everything on except for the trigger buttons, which are these things. These could be a little pain in the ass. There's no way I'm getting the video in there to show you, so I'm just going to put them on. If you think you're going to attempt this and you've never done something like this before, then I suggest you rethink your process of thinking. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, I really wouldn't do this unless you've done this before, something similar to this before. You should use this as a guideline. This is why I'm not showing you all close-up shit and how to do shit. If you have any questions about how to do this process and you know what you're doing, please leave a comment. I will get back to you. I have no problem with that. I'm fucking halfway impressed, man. Alright, I'm only going to put a couple screws in just so it stays down. Put the one up here. Amazing. Really? Doesn't want to go in now, huh? There we go. One over here. I wonder if I fucked something up or something. Maybe I'll put a black screw up there too, just to just to make sure. Put one on this corner and one up there. Now I have to replace them all. Not necessary for testing purposes. Now before you go to sell this shit, you better replace all them, because why is my case loose? Why does it look like I got cracks? Light showing through. Yeah, well, it's because I'm a dumbass and I forgot to put all the screws back in. Ah! Alright. We didn't even put the back cover on. The battery should stay in. Alright, so I got a red light flashing, which means the battery's dying? Battery is running low. Okay. But I got a fucking working touchscreen, and that's all that matters, man. Battery's running low, but I'm touching over here, touching up here. We're good. I'm gonna close this buddy up and call it a day and sell it on eBay, and we'll update the listing. Guys, I'm not going to show you how to put the back cover back on or put these screws back in, but thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for looking at it. I hope I gave you some kind of insight. I know the quality of the video isn't that great. I am trying to figure out how to make these a little bit better so you can see things better, but until I do that, bear with me. But as always, check out my other videos. I have a lot of unboxing videos for retro video game subscription services called Video Games Monthly. I also did Retro Game Treasure, and I did a Versus video of those two. There's a couple other repair videos, and a quick tip for collectors of retro video games. So thanks for flipping it retro with me, guys. Peace out.